You ever have one of those mornings where you know from the second your feet hit the floor, something's about to test you in a way you haven't been tested in years? Yeah, that was me. Standing out on the tarmac at Teterboro, clutching my briefcase, fresh off being named to Fortune's 40 Under 40, watching the sunrise hit the tail of my company's jet. The big blue RT shining like a trophy. Except here's the thing. It didn't matter how many millions in contracts I'd closed, how many times I'd flown out of this very terminal. Because right then I was just another ma'am, you're in the wrong place, to a pilot who'd already decided I couldn't possibly be who the papers said I was. Step aside, ma'am. The plane is preparing for its owner. You know what I mean? He didn't see a CEO, he saw someone out of place. Let me back up a sec. That morning started out perfect. 5:30 a.m. alarm. Manhattan still asleep, car service waiting, old school driver nodding when he saw my name. Dr. Melissa Reynolds, saying he'd just seen me in a magazine. We joked about how surreal it all felt me. A South Side kid, heading to seal a deal that could catapult Reynolds Technologies into a whole new league. I'm feeling sharp, you know, the kind of focus you get before something big. But the universe, it has a way of reminding you that no matter how high you climb, the floor is always waiting beneath your feet. So there I am, gliding through the glass doors of the private terminal, and right away I feel the chill. Not the AC, just eyes. The man ahead of me in line, white, probably mid-50s, gets a big smile, and have a wonderful flight, Mr. Whitman. Me? The smile drops 2 notches. ID, please. She scans it twice, like she's searching for a watermark. Okay, I've been here before. I give her my brightest, of course, but her eyes don't meet mine, not really. And then, security. Random screening. Sure, for the 3rd time this month. I'm not even mad anymore. You learn to expect it. But the real test comes out on the tarmac, with Captain Harrison blocking my path up to my own jet. Feet planted, arms crossed, doing that thing where he talks slow. Like I might not quite follow. Are you lost? This is a restricted area. I explain, again, that I'm here for my flight, show him the documents. He barely glances. This aircraft belongs to Dr. Reynolds. The logo's behind me, big as life. Yeah, I say it does. Doesn't even register. He waves over security before I can finish. Makes a little show of it for the crew and the other pilots milling around. I keep my voice steady. Call headquarters. This is a misunderstanding. I fly Dr. Reynolds regularly, he tells me. Like he's announcing a family secret. I know who the owner is. Every second this drags on, the eyes on me multiply, and you can feel the story writing itself. Black woman, high heels, fancy suit. Must be trespassing, maybe influencer chasing Instagram shots. The terminal manager appears, clipboard clutched, sweaty and nervous. Can I see your ID? I show him everything. License, company badge. He leans in like he's spotting a fake 100. These could be counterfeit, he mutters, not quite accusing, but not backing off either. The pilot chimes in. You'd be amazed what people will do for a photo op. Crowds growing, whispers floating, no one steps in. They suggest waiting for the real Dr. Reynolds. Years of being the only one who looks like me in the boardroom, in first class, in these spaces, had taught me to swallow my pride, keep it moving. But something inside snaps. Not today. I excuse myself to call my assistant. Daniel, steady as ever, knows the code words for when I've had enough. Implementation protocol Foxtrot Alpha Alpha. I say, low and clear. 17 minutes. He promises. I dial legal next. Every word, every insult, every person watching. I recite it for the record. Do you want us to intervene now? Sandra asks. Not yet, I tell her. I want them to finish their story first. Harrison's patience wears thin. He tries to shoo me off the tarmac. I turn away, slow, refusing to give him the satisfaction of chasing me out. Just as security comes to move me, hands already on my arm, that barely hidden doubt in their eyes, I say, calmly as I can, you are currently placing hands on the owner of this aircraft. They pause, but not for long. Years of training telling them trust the uniform, not the woman in the suit. Harrison eggs them on. Get her out of here before Dr. Reynolds arrives. The absurdity would be funny if it weren't so common. Halfway to the terminal, I ask to show my phone. The older guard lets me. I pull up my calendar, hold it out. Departure, 8:30 a.m. G650. Captain Harrison piloting. The younger one wavers. The manager pipes up. Anyone could fake a calendar. I ask Harrison who he's expecting to pilot today. Dr. Marcus Reynolds, CEO of Reynolds Technologies. Distinguished guy, gray at the temples, he boasts. I almost laugh. That's not just a lie. It's a whole alternate reality. Then, right on cue, the town car comes screeching onto the tarmac. Not subtle at all. Daniel steps out, looking crisp, portfolio in hand. Harrison's whole vibe shifts. Here comes the real owner, right? Except Daniel walks straight to me. Dr. Reynolds, your documents. He says it loud enough for everyone. I take them, flip them open, show the IDs, the registration, my FAA card, the works. Silence. The older officer lets go first, the younger backs away. Harrison snatches the papers, still clinging to the old story. These could be elaborate fakes, he sputters. But he knows. Everybody knows. Now I stand tall, really look at him. I mention his full name, pilot certification number, every safety violation he's racked up in 5 years. The terminal manager's clipboard nearly hits the ground. Then I introduce myself, properly this time. Dr. Melissa Reynolds, chairwoman of the FAA Diversity and Compliance Board. Yeah, that lands. Harrison's face turns the color of milk left out too long. Suddenly, this isn't about an Instagram stunt. It's about his career and every mistake he's ever made. Daniel hands me a suspension order. I sign it with a pen that feels heavier than any gavel. As of now, you are not authorized to operate any aircraft. The security team backs away, all apologies. The terminal manager can barely stammer out a plea before I cut him off. Expect my team within 48 hours. Harrison tries one last stand. It was a misunderstanding. I don't even raise my voice. No, Captain. It was discrimination, witnessed by everyone here. As if on cue, my new flight crew, 2 pilots in spotless uniforms, approach. Dr. Reynolds, we're ready when you are. Daniel gathers my things. I walk up those steps, and at the top I turn. One last look at the man who tried to shrink me down. You don't recognize power when it doesn't look like you. That's why you don't have any. The door closes, the jet engines fire, and we climb out over the city. 1 week later, my phone's blowing up. The footage went viral, millions of views. Hashtag flying while black trending. Harrison's out. His 25-year career finished before the month's end. Atlantic charters and damage control, but that's just the start. The FAA launches a full investigation. Bias training becomes mandatory. I'm in D.C. testifying before Congress, cameras flashing, telling them this isn't about one pilot. It's a pattern, baked in for years. We propose new regs, independent review boards, actual teeth behind the policy. For the first time, people listen. Months pass. The industry starts to shift, slow, but real. At Teterboro, I'm greeted by a woman of color managing the terminal. No extra screening, no second looks. On my next flight, my captain is a young black woman, a graduate of our new scholarship program. She pulls me aside, voice low. Your fight made space for people like me. For a second, I can't speak. All I can do is smile and nod, feeling the weight of every ancestor who never got this chance. As we climb through the clouds, I watch the world fall away beneath us, and it hits me. Respect isn't something you ask for. It's something you demand, something you protect for the ones coming after you. And sometimes, you have to change the whole sky to get it. Would you have done the same if you were me? Drop your thoughts below. Do you think justice was served, or does the system still have too far to go? Like, share, and let's talk real change.